Louise de la Valliere, The D'Artagnan Series, Part 5, by Alexandre Dumas, narrated by Bryan Godwin. Chapter 1, Malaga. During all these long and noisy debates between the opposite ambitions of politics and love, one of our characters, perhaps the one least deserving of neglect, was, however, very much neglected, very much forgotten, and exceedingly unhappy. In fact, D'Artagnan, we say, for we must call him by his name to remind our readers of his existence. D'Artagnan, we repeat, had absolutely nothing whatever to do amidst these brilliant butterflies of fashion. After following the king during 2 whole days at Fontainebleau, and critically observing the various pastoral fancies and heroicomic transformations of his sovereign, the musketeer felt that he needed something more than this to satisfy the cravings of his nature. At every moment assailed by people asking him, "How do you think this costume suits me, Monsieur d'Artagnan?" he would reply to them in quiet, sarcastic tones, "Why, I think you are quite as well dressed as the best-dressed monkey to be found in the fair at St. Laurent." It was just such a compliment D'Artagnan would choose where he did not feel disposed to pay any other. And whether agreeable or not, the inquirer was obliged to be satisfied with it. Whenever anyone asked him, "How do you intend to dress yourself this evening?" he replied, "I shall undress myself," at which the ladies all laughed, and a few of them blushed. But after a couple of days passed in this manner, the musketeer, perceiving that nothing serious was likely to arise which would concern him, and the king had completely, or at least appeared to have completely forgotten Paris, Saint Mande, and Belle Isle, that Monsieur Colbert's mind was occupied with illuminations and fireworks, that for the next month at least the ladies had plenty of glances to bestow, and also to receive in exchange, D'Artagnan asked the king for leave of absence for a matter of private business. At the moment D'Artagnan made his request, his Majesty was on the point of going to bed, quite exhausted from dancing. "You wish to leave me, Monsieur d'Artagnan?" inquired the king with an air of astonishment, for Louis XIV could never understand why anyone who had had the distinguished honor of being near him could wish to leave him. "Sire," said D'Artagnan, "I leave you simply because I am not in the slightest service to you in anything. Ah, if I could only hold the balancing pole while you were dancing, it would be a very different affair." "But my dear Monsieur d'Artagnan," said the king gravely, "people dance without balancing poles." "Ah, indeed," said the musketeer, continuing his imperceptible tone of irony, "I had no idea such a thing was possible." "You have not seen me dance, then?" inquired the king. "Yes, but I always thought dancers went from easy to difficult acrobatic feats. I was mistaken. All the more greater reason, therefore, that I should leave for a time. Sire, I repeat, you have no—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?